Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to the explanation of Brain Cruise from the week of January 8th. Okay, the first question. According to this image, the parallel runway to the left of the runway 27 right is called what? And you know that there are two runways in total. So we can see this runway in the image, and this is another runway here. So, four choices given. A is 27C, C means center. B is 27L, 27 left. C is 27, and D is 09 left. Okay, so as seen in the image here, this runway is called 27 right. To distinguish between two parallel runways, we often use left or right to distinguish them. The correct answer is B. That's simple if you know everything about runway markings and runway headings, but we can explain it here. The option A here says 27 center. So center is also a letter used to name a runway, but this only happens when there are three runways. So if there are three runways, the middle one will be called center. And the left one is called left, the right one is called right. Something to note is the left or right is really a direction, really depends on what direction you look at the runway, or more specifically, which side of the runway you're looking at. So let's look at this image. So, and here we can clearly see 27 left and 27 right. Remember, that is when you're looking from the right towards left that you see this runway is on the left and that runway is on the right. What if you are seeing from the left, then you will be seeing runway 9 left and 9 right. So the left and right actually change respectively. But people might say, why is the number 27, 9, 4, 22, 32 these numbers? These numbers are not random numbers given to a runway. They have a reason and they have a background. They come from a heading compass. So the 27 here points or means the direction of the runway where it heads to. So 27 means when you're seeing from right to left or from the end of the runway to the other end, that is you're facing 270. If it's 9, means that you're facing 090. So these two numbers, 9 and 27, are always a pair. And also similarly, 18 and 36. So the answer is B, 27 left. Second question, the pair of markings in the red circle here is called. We see lots of signs or lines, white lines on runway. If you're already seeing this image, then you probably got the answer. The thick marking here is exactly what's in the red circles. They are called aiming point marking. So the answer is A, aiming point marking. So B, C, and D. B, threshold markings. That's this part. Or here, the couple of lines behind or at the bottom of this image. When you come into the runway from a taxiway, you will see the threshold markings first. These markings mark the beginning or the end of the runway. We'll explain more at a video about runway markings. There are different types of threshold markings, specifically for takeoff, for landing, for takeoff and landing, for takeoff only, for landing only. C, designation marking. There's a typo here, this should not be destination, is another name what aviators call for a runway name. So it's called designation markings. So here, 20 left, or in the image, 27 right, is the name of the runway and is designation markings. Next is touchdown zone marking. So touchdown zone marking are these lines from 3 lines, 2 lines, to 2 lines, to 1 line, to 1 line. At the end, you will see these lines disappear when the line's coming from 3 to 1. So 3 means the start of the touchdown zone, and 1 means the end of touchdown zone. So the answer is A. The third question, there should be one instrument in a green circled area. What is it called? Hint, it tells the pilots the direction of the wind and approximately the speed of the wind. Well, when I found this image online, I realized, well, that's weird because something's missing here. It seems really sensitive to me because as pilots, you do need that for a reference. This thing is called this, windsock. From this image, you will see the wind speed of different situation of a windsock. The windsock is divided into different sections. You will see respectively they means 3 knots, 6 knots, 9 knots, 12 knots, and 15 knots. While the windsock is giving out direction of the wind, which you can see really clearly by which direction the windsock is pointing to, and also approximately the speed of the wind, as shown in the image. The windsock is only a visual reference for the pilots in terms of the direction of the wind. Are they flying in a headwind or tailwind, which they shouldn't be? However, nowadays, the air traffic controllers or the weather station can provide a much more accurate and much more updated wind than the windsock. For example, we know that before takeoff, the ATC will inform the pilots the wind speed, the wind direction. You will normally hear, let's say, Cactus 1549, wind 4 knots at 220, clear for takeoff. That's it. Hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video, and stay tuned for next week's brain cruise. Thank you and enjoy your day.